Hi, everyone. It's a pretty exciting night for me because I have Wi-Fi in my house. It's really exciting. So I just wanted to send out a little live because I don't get to do this very often from Cuba and share with you all what's going on here. It's a pretty exciting time. I've been coming here, for those of you that don't know my story, I've been coming to Cuba for 7 years. And since the very first time I came, I've had this kind of vision of being able to stay here for longer, to learn the language, to get a little deeper into the culture and the music, and really because I love the community that's here. Life here is really interconnected, and it's a whole different way of being than we live in the Western culture in the United States and Europe, where we're so isolated from each other and trying desperately to find connection online and different places. Where here, life is so integrated, and it's integrated partially because it has to be for them to survive. So it's sort of you have different forms of independence, interdependence, codependency. It's interdependency, right? So they actually really need each other to survive. And so it creates this real community, not the kind of communities that we talk about where we have a chat room online, or it's a community because we go dancing, once in a while together, and that's a community, which it is in our world. But here it's the true sense of community where people actually need each other to survive and to really be able to have continuation of a certain standard of life. So it's just such a different way of life. But since the first time I came to Cuba, I fell in love with it. I really just loved it. It's so human. It really connects people in their heart. Families are together still. And yeah, there's a lot of trauma and a lot of drama, and it's not perfect. And sometimes it's ugly, but still it's humanity. It's just this really deep connection with each other. So I've been really blessed over the last few years that I've been coming since really the first time, but especially 2012 when I came to Trinidad, to meet some really amazing people who've become really strong friends and allies over the years. And so my friend Freda happened to have this beautiful house, which I don't know if you can see behind me, but it's just gorgeous. And it's her sister's home, and there's 2 rooms. One's upstairs, which I can't show you right now, and the other one is the one right behind me. You see those doors? That's my room. And because tourism has been very low this year, she hasn't had a lot of people here, so she gave it to me at a really good price for as long as I want to be here. And the exciting part is that now I can invite people to my home to stay. So if you happen to want to come to Cuba, I have a beautiful room for you with an incredible terrazza with 360-degree views that go all the way out to the ocean. I have dance classes here in the daytime. We're going to be doing music classes, different events out of the house. And today, Freda and I talked, and for so long, and part of my work is about helping to bring dreams to life. That's just something I'm really passionate about, because I believe that when you have a vision and you really want to do something in life, it's all about the consistency and keeping the vision alive, whatever that takes, whether that's writing it or talking about it or finding connections or creating the plan, making the strategy, all those things. It's just totally possible to create your dreams, right? So I've been living this way for many years, creating dream after dream after dream. And so now, yesterday, I found myself looking around this beautiful home and the dance teacher here and a little dance class with my friend Freda and me and another friend, realizing I'm living another dream. And it's just so cool because, I had no idea what was going to happen on this trip. I came just with an open agenda to just let spirit move and to kind of just explore what might be possible to be able to live here longer and stay more and be here more. And now I have just this incredible home. It's right in the center, 20 seconds to walk to dancing in any direction pretty much. So I can dance day and night. There's great music, great drumming. The best master drummers in this area play almost every day at Casa de Cultura, really close to here. So I'm very blessed, and I just want to open it to share it with you guys. If you happen to want to come to Cuba, I have a beautiful space to offer you, and it's a really, really good deal. And we have a lot of fun here. It's just all day long. People are stopping in to visit me and to talk. I've got people reading my book, talking about my book, getting my book translated into Spanish, people here who want to help me to get it into a movie and to do other things to make it work here in Cuba as well. So it's just an amazing community of people. And Trinidad's very special because people come from all over the world, and there's actually kind of a little international community that lives here. So there's my friend from Switzerland, from France, from Canada. I'm the only American here so far that I've met that's living here. And yeah, it's just a really amazing thing to kind of wake up one day and be like, wow, I'm living this dream, it's happening. And it's really exciting. So come to Cuba. I know that it's a little more complicated now thanks to good old Trump head, but it's still possible. Excuse me. And I've got connections to be able to help you with every aspect of it with my friends in Miami who have a travel agency, DMC Travel, and Mercedes can put together groups if you want to come in a group. Remember that a group can be small. It doesn't have to be a large group. There's lots of different options that we can explore with that. So yeah, it's still open and available. It's just a little more structured and have to jump through a few more hoops, but I've got all the hoops ready for you to jump through if you choose to come. And I can't encourage you enough. This place is changing a lot, for sure. But right now, it's interesting because I have sort of mixed feelings about what happened with Trump, because on one hand, it's really bad for the people here, right? It definitely slowed tourism down. It's super slow right now. People are really struggling a lot. And a lot of houses are empty because there was this big boom when everyone thought that things were going to open up. And now it's just, it stopped. Excuse me. And so that part of it is not so good. But the good part is that the reality is Cuba wasn't really ready fully for an influx of, hundreds and thousands of Americans to come here. So it's giving Cuba time to sort of reassess and figure out how to create the infrastructure. There's so much here that people don't think about on how tourism affects the local economy and the local people, and not all of it's positive. It's great to have more money, but the reality is that money goes to certain individuals and specific entities more than it does the general population, the totality of Cuban people. And there's also a lot of impact on food, the prices of things, housing shortages. I notice so much shift since the first time I came here. When I came here the first time in Trinidad, I think there were, a handful of restaurants, 3, 4, 5, maybe at the most, not very many. And now there's just a zillion restaurants, a zillion casas, and a lot of them are empty because tourism is so low this year. So it's an interesting study, and it'll be curious to see what happens in the future. But I know that the people here are so strong, they're so resilient, and they can really get through just about anything because they've been accustomed to this way of the flux of things being really strong and then the bottom falling out. So they're really resilient and really adaptable people. It's pretty incredible to be in their presence. Why I've got this cough. So anyway, just wanted to send out a shout out. Come to Cuba, come play with me. I am going to be bringing a group in March, I believe, for a festival and event, and then we'll probably spend some time traveling the island and doing some other things. So definitely keep in touch. If you haven't got my book yet, please get it and help support the mission. I'm doing a lot of things here to help my friends. I'm teaching English classes every day at Freda's restaurant and then to other friends. I'm working on helping some of them with their health and getting them more in shape. We're doing some fitness classes and exercise classes, which is really fun, just casually in the home, but it's a lot of fun because a lot of people here really don't know that much about health and fitness. So that's been really fun too. Even talking about the possibility of opening a gym in Trinidad and seeing what we can do on that level to really support people and getting healthier. So it's cool. It's been a lot of fun, and I hope that you guys are all have an awesome day out there. I might send out another live sometime soon now that I have Wi-Fi in my house. It's really cool. Thanks, everyone. Much love to you all, and I hope you're having a beautiful night. Ciao.